today I'm going to be planting tulips. So what I've done is created an assembly line. So I have this perlite here, big bags of perlite that I got from Home Depot. I wanted to get the best price possible, so I ordered it online. It was like $8 a bag, basically, very cheap. 2 cubic feet, that's a lot. And then I have some peat moss that I had left over from another project. So I brought that out here. And then I have a bushel basket full of my tulips I'm going to plant for this project. And then I have a little tub I'm going to do the mixing. And I have some basic, this is repurposed soil. I had this soil was what my dahlias were planted in. So I basically emptied it, took all the roots and stuff out of it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start with these 2-gallon trade pots, and that's what I'm going to put the tulips in for this experiment. And then I do have some larger containers as well, but we're going to start with what I've got in the garden right now. Get as many planted. This is going to be a project that I have tulips that will be all over my my back deck, and I'm going to have my husband build some terraces off the deck to make a really nice display for summer, or spring and summer, early summer. So these are the containers that I'm going to put it in. And what I've done, so what I'll do is I will set up the camera now, so you can see what I'm doing. I've already done a bunch of 2-gallon pots. These are 2-gallon trade pots, and it works pretty good. So I'm going to just dump a little bit of the soil out that I had there, which was equivalent to about one of these little, almost a quart size. And I'm going to scoop up some peat moss. I'm going to put in there. I'm going to dump that in. And then I'm going to scoop out some of this perlite, which I bought in bulk. I don't have a very large bag anyway. And I'll link some video in here showing a close-up so you can see what's going on. So basically I have everything in here. I'm going to mix this together. And my goal is to make a really chunky mix. In Holland, when they plant tulips, they're planting in sand. So it's very loose and well draining. Anything less than well draining will lead to possible rot of the tulip or daffodils, whatever you're planting. I'm planting some different things today. Some tulips, some hyacinths, some daffodils. And again, you just mix it, and it's just a beautiful chunky mix. Very light. Very light. And so I'm going to fill the bottom third of this container up. Okay, so bottom third, and then I'm going to take the first one, which is going to be the hyacinth. I'm going to open this, and I have my tools at the ready, so I have to cut this a little bit to get it out. I'm going to dump those in there, and I'll put this to the side. And then I'm just going to place the hyacinth on the very bottom. Remembering, when you're planting spring bulbs, the pointy ends are up, so the flat side goes down. If you don't know if you can't tell, then set it on the side and it will find its way. They always do. But all the energy that the bulb needs is in here. And then once you have that, you're going to simply fill it up. And the most important thing for me is to not forget the tag, so I can know what I've got. I'm not putting fertilizer in these. I'll do a couple of test pots where I'll add fertilizer. I don't agree with putting fertilizer in, because I think if they wake up a little bit early, it could create a problem, and I just don't want them to have a growth spurt. I will treat them in the spring when it finally wakes up, maybe early May, depending on the temperatures, and I'll do a light sprinkling of a fertilizer on all of them. But for right now, I'm not going to put fertilizer in the bin. So this is pink pearl. There's my tag. Okay, this one's done. And I'll do another one. Dump that soil out that came left over. I'm going to do a scoop of peat moss. This is a 2-gallon container, basically, and then I have larger ones, so you just have to, estimate, figure out how much you need. But a third, again, to make this a nice chunky mix. And it looks very well draining, which is what I want it to do. There's a little bit of peat in there, which will help some moisture. The leftover dahlia mix had a little bit of peat. It was about 60% topsoil or regular garden soil, and then a little bit of peat moss, a little bit of it was 60-20-20. So 60% dirt, 20% peat, and 20% composted manure. So, and it's already spent because I used it for growing dahlias all year. So it's basically inert. Not truly inert, but you know what I mean. So also have my handy dandy scoop, which I've repurposed a vinegar jug, which is really nice to repurpose when you can. You'll see that I repurposed this too with a avocado cheese container. It's got sand in it, so my tags and my knife will stand up for me. The next one I'm going to do is going to be these daffodils. Again, I got my knife. Cut. These are called mountain hood. Some of these got a little warm. You can see they're trying to sprout, which is not such a good thing. When I have extra bulbs, more bulbs than what I can fit against the bottom, I will double layer them. So I'll put a layer in the bottom, like 5 or 6, maybe 15, maybe 7. And there's some of them have baby bulbs or bulblets on them too. Like look at this one. It's got all kinds of little bulblets on it. Probably could tear them off and throw them away, but I don't like throwing things away. Put the first layer in, and I'm going to recover it. See what I'm doing? Hold it up. Now I'm going to put the next layer in. Again, pointy end up. And what will happen is these are daffodils. It doesn't matter if the tulips or daffodils or hyacinths. It doesn't matter. They will find their way up. So it's not going to be a problem. I'm going to bury these in the garden. Sometimes I've been able to overwinter them in my garage before, but I'm in zone 4 and it's very cold. It can get down to 30 below. So I had tried to save some more tender plants in the garage, and my husband left the garage door open when it was 20 below to warm up the car for 20 minutes, and it pretty much killed out all my stuff. So I've learned my lesson. I'll have to plant things in the garden and get them kind of plant the whole container in the ground and cover it with dirt that will. And some of this I've got some really nice earthworms in. So when the containers were on the ground, the earthworms would come up to them. And so the soil is just beautiful, and I'm not finding grubs or anything in here, so it looks really good. And it's just so nice to have it to be light and airy. It makes it easier to lift and carry, so you're not going to hurt your back if you have to rearrange things, which I tend to rearrange things quite often. So to have it light and airy means I can handle it myself too, which is always a good thing. And I just mix it really good. I use my hand. I got gloves on, of course, but you can, have a stir stick or something if you'd like as well. So it's really up to you. Alright, next is Flaming Flag Tulips. There's a few different packages. This project is going to be for my back deck. I'm going to have my husband build some risers around the back of the deck to make a better display. So you'll have to check back and we'll see how this looks, and then I can rearrange the tulips when they're blooming too, which is kind of fun. I like planting in these plastic pots for that reason versus right into a heavier pot. First of all, in zone 4 I can't leave terracotta out planted, it'll crack. But I can have terracotta cover pots or fancier cover pots too, to be able to lift the plastic pot or the nursery pot in and move them around. And I think that just works really well. I've got 15, so I am going to double stack these again. You can do multiple types of bulbs when they do lasagna planting, and I've done that before when I do just a couple of specimen pots in front of my house to anchor the door. But for right now, I want to stay with one variety. My goal is when these are done blooming, I'm going to take these out and I'm going to plant them in one of my garden beds and reuse them. I'm fortunate enough that I live in an area where it gets cold enough that I have had some tulips in the ground for well over 12 years and they come back every year, so I'm very lucky that way. So I'm going to finish planting these tulips and the other spring bulbs that I have, spring flowering bulbs, and so I can get this done. We have really hard frost coming. So I've completed my container planting for my spring bulbs, tulips and narcissus and hyacinths, and what I'm going to do is I tuck them in for a long winter's nap. So I basically plant the whole container in my raised vegetable garden beds, and this is what it looks like. So I've got this one here is fully planted for spring, and then I've got the one up there that's planted as well. And then I'll have some other ones where I tuck away some other shrubs for winter as well, to make sure that they're nice and cozy as winter approaches again. Zone 4 up to -30 here, which is unfortunate, but it is what it is. Zone 4. Thanks for stopping by. Have a great day.